Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit
Let's
those
go!
likes. Let's get the party started.
Happy Friday, fellas. What's going on, fellas? We got the Miller Lite on the Friday night. Let's go. We're going back to Monday, bouncing off the Monday low. Let's go, fellas. Fahid! I see Franco already. Franco's already in there trolling. Shout out to Franco. Fallen Angel, what's going on, man? Fallen Angel said stop with the stupidity 8 to 10K calls. Oh, man. Alright. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What we got? What we got? Who we got in here? Who we got in here? And the mic sounds weird? Shouldn't sound weird. Yo, Coin Collector. We need some music for this Saturday night. What's going on, guys? We got 259 peeps in here, 55 likes. Let's back up that like button, guys. Come on, we can do better than that. 1 out of 5 peeps. Come on, let's go. All right, let's get a little funk on the beach on Friday night. Let's get a little funk on the beach. This song's literally called Funk on the Beach. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Burn it. Burn it. Burn it. Hey. 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 Matt, what's going on, bro? Interactive. He's in there saying skillful. Let's go. Coin Collector. He's in there collecting coins. Hey! Turn this down. What's going on, fellas? I don't like it till Bob shows his face. Judge Bibles, just for you, brother. We'll get him in here.
Yo, what the hell is this music, bro? This shit sucks. I came for TA, not this jazz. I haven't been in a club in years. This is what you guys play now? I'm 35, I'm old. This music freaking sucks, I'm going home. Screw this club.
Yo, 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 yo. We got some charts to look at today, guys. Bitcoin taking a little bit of a tumble tonight. Will it last? I don't know. Let's see. Hey. Strip club, Steve? right, enough music, guys. We got to get the energy up on Friday night, guys. It's Friday night. Let's get it. Bitcoin with a little bit of a red candle here. Now, you know, let's see what happens. But we did come back down to test the Monday low and the 50 EMA. So kind of where we did this last little dip that we had down here when Bitcoin dumped from 28.9 all the way down to 26.7. You know, we came back down to that 50 EMA. We got a nice little bounce. We sort of deviated the Monday low, and we got to bounce back up to the highs. That's the level I want to see hold tonight. I don't want to be closing a 4-hour candle below 27,200 tonight. I want to be doing that. So let's try to keep above that, and let's try to keep above that tonight, fellas. All right, that's our goal for tonight. What's going on? LB Crypto. What's going on, bro? Let's see. I wish Clint would tip Jordan. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Shout out to Clint. I know Clint's out there. Clint's probably got the Miller Lite. Me and Clint, I found out, guys, that me and Clint are the Miller Lite friends, right? He likes Miller Lite. I like Miller Lite. Because the other day in the chat, he said he's 6 Miller Lites deep. You know? Hey, I personally like Miller Lite. Personally, I think Miller Lite is a great beer. For a light beer, you know, would I say it's a great beer overall compared to, like, you know, some other ones? Probably not. But if I'm going with a light beer, give me some Miller Lite, bro. Give me some Miller Lite. All right, let's get into it, guys. So Bitcoin's still ranging, right? I mean, it's this thing where, okay, every time Bitcoin comes up to the highs, we're all bullish, right? Every time Bitcoin comes to the lows, we're all bearish, okay? And I'll say this. Right? Yesterday, everyone was bullish. The day before that, everyone was bearish. The day before that, everyone was bullish. Now, everyone's going to be bearish again. Okay. Until we break out of this range, I mean, let's see what happens. Okay. Now, up here was a great time to take some profits, right? This is Bitcoin's biggest resistance point. This 28K level, I will continue to say, is a hard knocking little level, bro. It's a hard knocking little level. It made you want to FOMO up in here. You look at this 28K level, guys. All right. And an average noob, you know, he's pulling up Robinhood. Oh, look at, wow, I haven't looked at crypto in years. Bitcoin at 28K and it's up 70% in the last 2 months. I will buy now. 28K seems a great price for the long term. I'm going in now. Guys, I'm going to call my friends and tell them to buy Bitcoin. Hey, pony girl. Yeah, buy some Bitcoin. It is super low. No, don't worry. I know it pumped instantly, but we FOMO. That's what we do as horses. Yeah, pony girl. Make sure you buy some Bitcoin here. This is a great price. Okay. I love you, honey. I love you, pony girl. Bye-bye. All right, so 28K, you know, big resistance point, okay? And to be fair, we have gotten some resistance here, right? I mean, it was very logical that we'd come up and find a little bit of struggle here, right? We've struggled at 25K, which is a big resistance. We struggled at the 618, which is a big resistance. Now we're struggling at the 786, which happens to be our doorway to the heavens, you know, at least for now. So short-term time frames, guys, we're chopping, right? It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Just in the weekly, guys, this is the Monday high, okay? This was the highest price we got on Monday. This was the highest price we got on, the lowest price that we got on Monday, which was right here. And we've just been chopping up. We're getting above, back below, above, back below. And I'll say this again, just like I did yesterday. Would I be surprised tomorrow if somehow Bitcoin ended up all the way back at the highs again? No, I wouldn't be again. We're just in a range. Let's play it as a range, right? I'm locking the lows. I'm shorting the highs. And that's how I'm playing it. Until one of these little breaks out, there's really not much, right? There's really not much, to be honest, right? Let's see. Tall guy said, knocking on heaven's door. We knocking on heaven's door. What we got? I think Jordan had my little pony face. No, when I was a kid, I liked the army guys. Remember those little green army guys? It was the green versus the gray army guys. I used to love that shit. I used to set them up, right, against each other. You know, fake little boom, 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 and kind of go from there. I love those, and I also loved what other toys did I like? I wasn't a big toy guy. I was kind of weird. I liked video games when I was older. When I was younger, I liked to find bugs. I like to find bugs and put them in a little thing and just kind of keep them in there, you know, and really just kind of keep them in there. It's crazy. Bobby said Bitcoin's going to 10K. Man.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
Man. Is Bitcoin going to 10K or is that what you want it to do? I don't know. Franco said, I'm married to, doesn't believe in crypto and annoys me weekly, girl. Good luck with that. Let's see. Those army guys were the best. Oh, those were the best. I used to love going to the arcade and you win the army guys. Those are by far the best thing you could win. But yeah, like we said, guys, I mean, like I said, Bitcoin bounced off the 50 EMA. We bounced off the Monday low, right? We wicked below it, right? Would I call it a deviation necessarily? No, because we did not close a 4-hour candle below. But that's really the level we've been fighting with. And if you go to the 1-hour time frame, okay, you can see it's pretty clear, right? Today, we dumped below the 50 EMA in the 1 hour. We came up to try to get back above it. We could not, and this was actually also the weekly open is this line right here. You can see we got a perfect resistance on that weekly open and the 50 EMA on the hourly and pushed all the way back down to the lows, right? And you can see we slightly deviated that Monday low. So my question here is, you know, did we just deviate this? And are we looking for back up again to the range highs? Or are we going to break this Monday low, right? That's the question I have right now. And I think that's the question that we all have right now. You know, if I'm just going to go based off a range, I'm going to keep playing it as a range, right? I'm looking for longs down here, and I'm looking for shorts up here. As soon as one of these range breaks, hey, we're off to the races. We're continuing, and we'll just kind of play it that way. If Bitcoin wants to break up, let's freaking go. Bitcoin wants to break down, let's freaking go, right? We can kind of play this both ways. So just a range, boring range. We've had these ranges in the past, right? We had this range over here, which was boring for a little while. This one actually ended up breaking to the downside. But it was only after we tapped resistance once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and then we dumped, you know? So you can stay up at this major resistance for quite a while, right? Quite a freaking while. So just realize that, right? We all want to dump now or we want to pump now. We could stay up here for all the way into next week. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be surprised if the weekend's just like, and we go sideways up here. Let's see. No lower lows yet. We good. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, you know, there's no really reason to be like all up in arms. Yes, there's like a little M formation, right? M formations typically aren't great, but you know, for every M formation that plays out, there's one that doesn't, right? And until you break this box here, right, at 26,658, there ain't nothing to really say, you know? Just making higher low, higher low, higher low. Now we need to see a bounce. You know, this would have been a long area right here at the 50 EMA. Now we just need to see that bounce, you know? Let's see, who else we got in here? Who else said Wayne the Batman? Wayne the Batman. Wayne's the Bitcoin maxi in the chat, guys. He's the Bitcoin maxi. Wayne's more like this guy. He's like the Chad, you know? Oh no, he's like this guy. Guys, you should only be buying Bitcoin. There is no second best, okay? Your Ethereum, your altcoins, they're all going to zero eventually. Bitcoin is the only true savior, okay? If you want to be protected against the banks and protected against massive inflation in the future, you must buy Bitcoin. Screw your altcoins. They're all going to zero, all right? And if you don't like it, well, guess what? I know I sound like a boomer who didn't like crypto 10 years ago, right? And now I'm a Bitcoin maxi, which is like kind of just like another version of a boomer, all right? They're all going to zero. Bitcoin is the only one, all right? I'm out. Peace. The Bitcoin maxi. Let's see. Who we got in here? Let's see. Jordan's gonna fart today? We already did, fella. We already did, my guy. We already farted up in here today. Let's see. How's everyone feeling in the chat? You guys feeling bullish? You guys feeling bearish? What are you guys feeling right now? Not really nothing has changed, to be honest. You know, like I said, like we were bullish this morning, we were bearish yesterday, we were bullish the day before that, we were bearish the day before. Just up and down. Tomorrow, probably everyone will be bullish again, right? That's kind of been the narrative here. So we'll keep playing it like that, my friends. I will say, like, how do, you know, we're kind of just like, look at the daily time frame. It's even more crazy on Ethereum. Like, Ethereum's just popping up and down like a freaking wombat. I don't even know if wombats pop up and down, but some animal has to, and I'm just going to go with the wombat. Why? I don't even know if wombat's a real animal, to be honest, but that's besides the point. You know, Bitcoin just kind of popping up and down in this range. If Bitcoin does break this 26.6 level, right? I mean, really, the line of the sand is that 25.2, right? We definitely want to hold 25.2. If we don't hold 25.2, then, you know, at that point, we know we have this CME gap all the way down here at 21K. I think it's like 20K to 21K that we had to look at down in this region. That's a little bit far away, right? That's if we do not hold these highs, right? Because then you could say, okay, we had a high, we deviated the high. When you deviate the high, you look for, you know, or basically where you came from last, right? You look for these sort of range lows, which is really anywhere at these range lows, right? You bounced off multiple levels. I would say the range lows are somewhere at like, you know, 20K, you know, 19, 20K. But you usually target the range lows. So as long as we stay above 25.2, it's all freaking good in the hood. And the stock market actually bounced at the end of the day today, right? So the stock market was looking bearish. And this is why I'm not too bearish on Bitcoin right now, guys. I know everyone's bearish going into the weekend. I'm not too bearish on Bitcoin going into the weekend. Why? Because the NASDAQ, which was dumping during the beginning of the day, actually pumped at the end and actually closed with a nice candle on the daily time frame, right? And this looks set up because we know Bitcoin's very tied to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ actually had a pretty good week, you know, despite the shit show of this week. The NASDAQ just kind of continues up here, right? And if I'm gonna think, if we're gonna use the narrative that Bitcoin's tied to the stock market, because that's what we love to say. If the NASDAQ closed with a bullish hammer candle on the daily, you know, I gotta say, you would expect Bitcoin to at least catch a little bit of a bid at the end of the day. We'll see. We know Bitcoin lags, so let's see if we can catch it. DXY was a tear up. Was it really a tear up? I think that's Fallen Angel. I would agree that it got to move up, but like it came up here and it kind of failed us a little bit at the end of the day, right? If we zoom in a little bit on the hourly time frame, DXY got a big move up. You could say it's kind of just testing support again over here. So we might see this move up to next week. We'll see. I wouldn't say it's like, you know, like I wouldn't say it's like the DXY is definitely going back to the upside. It could just be one of these little retraces, right? Where you get a move down, move up, move down, move up. Kind of reminds me of this candle right here that we just had. This big candle move up on the DXY, wicks at the top, right? And then shoots back down. This one right here, big move up, wicks at the top. I wouldn't be surprised next week if this shoots back down again, you know? But obviously, we don't really have anything to know right now. And I'll say that the stock market closing bullish at the end of the day, it wasn't just the NASDAQ. The S&P actually shot up at the end of the day too, right? It was looking super bearish and then it just shot up at the end of the day. Let's see if Bitcoin follows, right? If the bears want to use, well, Bitcoin's going to follow the stock market. Well, if the NASDAQ rallied at the end of the day, okay, Bitcoin got a dump, I'm expecting Bitcoin to at least hold up here. Maybe it doesn't pump, but I at least expect it to hold up. Let's see. Who we got in here? I still think BTC following gold a bit more lately. Yeah, and I will say this: everyone kind of got bullish at gold, like right at the highs, which is kind of funny. I think gold is actually looking for a dump here, right? We talked about this rising wedge on gold, right? 1 resistance, 2 resistance, 3 resistance. You got the M formation right at the wedge resistance. So everyone got bullish at gold right at resistance. That usually was what happens, right? Now I'm looking for gold to come all the way back down here, right? You know, and then sort of catch another bid, come back up to the upside. I don't think the gold's topped, but I think the short term, I think could be topped. I think this comes down, makes a little bit of a dump back to the lower range, and then comes back up to the highs. You know, I don't know if Bitcoin's tied to gold, right? I don't know if it is. We have no idea. It's too early to say. You look huge in the camera. Yeah, I made myself bigger. You don't want to see my beautiful face? Come on, guys. You want to see my beautiful face? I know you guys want to see it. I know you guys want to see it. I know you want to see this beautiful face, right? Let's see.
John, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. We don't want to see your beautiful face. All right? We're all feeling a little bearish right now. All right? We're all down in the dumps. All right? I'm telling you right now. We don't want to see your face. Bitcoin's dumping this weekend, so get over it. All right? It is dumping. All right? It's over. We're going to see 10K in 2 weeks. All right? Even though Savvy now technically has to turn bullish. If Bitcoin closes above 25.2 this week, Savvy has to turn bullish or he's breaking his promise. All right? I'm the bear king, not Savvy. I am kicking him out of our clan. He is no longer a bear because he promised he would turn bullish above 25.2 if we closed above the weekly this week. So he cannot lie. He has to be bullish now. All right? Screw Savvy. He's no longer a bear. He's exiled. Christ. All right, guys. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to catch some beers at the bar. Why? Because I can. I'm a bear. I made money today. Peace.
All right. Yeah, guys, if we close above 25.2 this week, Savvy has to be bullish. That's what he said. I don't make the rules. Savvy said if we close 1 week above, and then we open and close a second week above the 55-week EMA, he said he would be bullish. Something tells me he's going to change his mind and say, well, but, you know, I did say that, but he's got to be bullish here. That's what he said. I don't make the rules, guys. Unless we dump below this by Sunday, you know, I don't make the rules. Let's see. Wait, let's see. Did Savvy flip? Well, he said he would turn bullish, man. He did. He did say it, guys. All right, so I know everyone's bearish right now, but actually, let's do a poll. Yesterday, early this morning, we did what comes first, 30K or 25K? It was 70% 30K. Now let's see what people think. Let's see. Let's do a quick poll. What comes first for BTC? Let's do this. What comes first for BTC? 30K or 25K? Let's ask the same exact question we did this morning. We're $400 lower than we were this morning. Let's see if we have any different of an answer. Let's see what we got. Bitcoin is catching a nice bounce once again off the 50 EMA. I mean, it's awesome. The 50 EMA, guys, on the 4-hour time frame, you always catch a bounce off that level. Look at the Monday low in the 50 EMA confluence. You're gonna short at the Monday low? Come on, man. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that, my man. You're gonna get bearish at the lows. You know what we need to do? Let's do this. We need to wake up today. Vikings! I don't even have anything to say. What are you guys, all jumping ship? You think this is over? Many of you still in disbelief. I can see it in the chat. Oh, man. Come with me. Spam the swords. Spam the shields. We are returning back to the highs again. Join me in this fight. Do not join Mike, the Bear King. He is a mere mortal. I am oblivious to that. Let's go! All right. Let's do this. Let's take this off. Let's take this off, man. Let's take this off. Guys, the way I'm looking at the market right now, and I'm going to keep looking at it this way. I'm not going to let the hourly candle throw me off. Okay? I'm not going to do it, bro. All I'm going to do is go to the weekly and monthly, look at the 10-month range that we broke out of, and say, and also look at Bitcoin breaking above the 50-week EMA and the 51-week MA on the weekly time frame, and say, do I really think Bitcoin's just going to dump from here? Okay, higher time frames. I'm not talking about hourly. If we dump to 27K, that's a sneeze in the wind. Okay, the bigger term time frames. If I'm going to look at this and say, for a 10-month range, okay, that we would break out of this, okay, And obviously, we're going to see a little resistance at a huge macro support level, right? I mean, this was support for how long? How long was this support for? This was support for 15 months, okay? Obviously, you're going to get a little resistance right here. But how can I say, and how can I, once again, look at the higher term time frames and say, we're just going to stop right here. When historically, when Bitcoin's gotten back above this band on the weekly time frame, the 50 EMA and 50-week MA, okay, it has gone on to test the 618 every single time, okay? I don't make the rules. I'm just looking at what the chart tells me. Based off statistics, every single time it's gotten back above this, it tests the 618 Fibonacci from the previous high to the previous low, right? This time, test 618. This time, test the 618 from this high to this low. Okay, bear market. We were below it all through it. As soon as we got back above, we didn't get back below. Right here. Came back, we tested it. We guess we came slightly lower here. This, once again, this is 2012, right? Bitcoin was at $4. The market cap was probably 100K, right? And then obviously we came slightly lower, but then we obviously did that. So, you know, I'm just looking at what the chart's telling me, guys. I mean, it is what it is. You guys know me. I'm not going to change my mind every damn day. Just because you see an hourly red candle, we start going,
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
you know, it is what it is. I'm just going off the past, right? And historically, this has been a bullish indicator. Now, obviously, like we said, can we come back and test it? Yeah, we certainly can come back and test it, but we're looking to hold it on a weekly close, all right? That's it. Same thing on the monthly time frame, guys. I mean, the monthly time frame is the most bullish chart I've actually ever, I wouldn't say ever seen for Bitcoin, but definitely super bullish as from the fact as, guys, we dumped below the previous all-time high. Okay, this was the previous all-time high over here. It was support on here in the monthly. We dumped below. What did we do? We deviated it, came back above, back tested it on this wick to an absolute T, and then just shot up like a cannon on the monthly, right? Now, obviously, we're at resistance, right? We're obviously at resistance. So you're going to see, you're not just going to blast through it. You're going to get some candles that are like, oh, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it, right? So I'm still looking at this the same way. I know the news, everyone's so focused on the news. Guys, I'm going to continue to say this. For the last 4 months, I've ignored the news. Bitcoin's been up only since then, yet everything seems to be crumbling, yet Bitcoin's up 2x from that point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to continue to ignore the news, okay? Banking, blah, 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 all this news, okay? And I'm just going to look at what Bitcoin's done in the past, right? Which is continue up. Great time to take profits still, okay? Not saying it's not a good time to take profits, but to be ultra bearish, I don't know. On the higher term time frames, I'm still saying I don't know. Rock said 7K coming. I think that's because you wanted to go there, man. Man, this is beautiful. Ruben said lie to us. Lie? Who's lying? Who is lying? Let's keep it 100, okay?
Rant alert.
I need a quick rant alert. If we're saying who's lying, who's been lying for the last 10 months? Technically speaking, I wouldn't say they're lying, right? But who's been lying to you? The 10K callers have been lying to you so far, right? How come when people are bullish, they're lying to you? Doesn't even make sense at this point. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's my take. Who we got in here? Who we got? Dave Digital said, I doubt it. Two Wolves said it's gonna God candle soon. I don't know if it God candles. I'm not gonna be that much of a moon boy, but you know, could we? I think we honestly just go sideways up here over the weekend. Okay, everyone's like saying we're gonna dump back down at 21K over the weekend. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Excuse me. Who we got in here? Guys, I'm telling you right now. All right, here's some hopium for you. All right? I'm turning into a bear. You guys need some bear hopium today. Okay? I am George. We're all George. Guys, I am now a bear. And I think now the bears are the ones who need some hopium because they're hoping for 10K Bitcoin still. All right? So, guys, I'm here for the bears today. So, guys, Bitcoin is very bearish right now. It just back tested the all-time high and got a super bullish candle on the monthly time frame. But we're at major resistance right here, guys. Right? And there's a huge banking crisis going on right now. And obviously the Fed raised rates by 25 basis points. Those 25 basis points by the Fed are going to push Bitcoin all the way back down. It's gonna go all the way back down to 10K because of 25 basis points, even though it hasn't done that for the last 7 FOMC meetings. It's going to dump it all the way back down to 10K. It's going to go down there, accept it, okay? And the bulls, I think, are going to be destroyed, all right? So I'm telling you right now, guys, don't DCA, don't hodl, get out of the markets, okay? And wait till 10K to buy anything, all right? Now, let's do some Q&A. Let's do some Q&A. Let's see what we got. Rock set to 4K. Nice, nice, nice. Sergio, I'm banning you. Sergio E, I'm banning you for being a troll in the chat. Banning you. There we go. Oh, man. All right. I'm getting off George. I'm trolling a little bit. I'm trolling, man. I'm trolling a little bit. That's what we got to do, guys. We got to troll a little bit. We're on the red days when everyone gets bearish after one red candle. You know, you got to troll a little bit. Come on. Antonio said, I don't like Bear George. I guess. Bear George doesn't hit right. Imagine if one day George just turns into a bear. I don't think that would ever happen. Imagine that. And he comes the Bear Hopium channel. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Like one day, right? Maybe at all-time highs. For some reason, George gets bearish for some reason, and then he just keeps giving Bear Hopium, right? Like Bitcoin's going 50, 60, 70, 80, and George is like, it's okay, bears. Continue to wait on the sidelines. Continue to sit all in cash. It's going to 10K. Oh, man. All right. Anyways, guys. Yeah, so, I mean, you guys know my Wyckoff rant at this point, guys. I mean, this was a clear Wyckoff structure. I really don't even have to argue it at this point, right? First low, second low, spring, right? Massive pump on the spring. Retest, continuation. Yes, you're at resistance. That's okay. Okay, we can stay here for a considerable amount of time. That's not a problem, right? But I'll keep saying it until we make a lower low. There's not really that like immediate argument to say we're going down. I mean, I can barely see the weekly red candle here, guys. You know, I can barely see it. It's like in a magnifying glass. You know, I can barely see it. You know, it's like that meme where it's like where the bulls were going. Right now it's the bears going at the weekly red candle, right? So yes, is there an argument to be bearish if we start coming back down? Sure, especially if we break back below 25.2 on a weekly close, right? And below the bear market support band here, there's definitely an argument to say, okay, this was a fail, okay, this was a deviation of the high, and then we would target the range lows. But at this point, there really isn't anything to be like, oh my God, you know, I think it's going to go significantly lower. Besides the point that you're at a major resistance level, that's really it. But just because you're at a major resistance level doesn't mean you have to see a 20-30% pullback. It just means that you'll probably stay there for a little bit, right? Consolidate, because you eventually got to push through it if you want to do it, you know. That's kind of what I'm saying here. Let's see. NutriFit says, any Jamaican in the house? There is no Jamaicans in here. But what I can do for you, my friend, if you want to play some Jamaican music, we can do that. All right, let's play some Jamaican music for you. Do they have any Jamaican music? Let's see. We can play a little bit for you if you want on this beautiful, what the heck is this, man? What the heck is this? We can play a little, we can play one Jamaican song for you, my friend. All right. I don't know if there's anyone else in here, but I got you right now, bro. I got you right now. Here we go. Ready? Ready? I'll play one for you. Hey, I feel like I'm at the beach right now, baby. I feel like I'm at the beach. Come on, baby. It's Friday. It's Friday out here. Hey, 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 hey. What else we got? Let's check ETH. Look at ETH just bouncing around. Look at ETH's price action, man. Hey. Oh, can I stop partying too? This is great. All right. Enough. Look at Ethereum's price action too, guys. Like this is just chop suey. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down. Like the daily chart on ETH, right? I mean, this is really just going after both sides, right? It's pumping, it's dumping, it's pumping, it's dumping, it's pumping, dumping, pumping, dumping, pumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days of just pump and dump every day. It's like we're bullish, we're bearish, we're bullish, we're bearish. You know, so like that's why I say again today, guys, we're have a red day, but based off the trend, would I be surprised tomorrow if ETH just goes red, we're bullish again, and then on Sunday, red, we're bearish again? Not really, right? You just kind of chopping sideways in a little bit of a range, baby, a little bit of a range. Let's go, man, let's go on Capital Ethereum. But I'll continue to say, like, I want to get some momentum here for Ethereum, like. I don't want to keep deviating these highs because at some point, like if Bitcoin does taking a tumble, ETH is going to send back to the downside because you keep coming up to these highs and you keep deviating these highs, right? And if you keep deviating the highs and eventually you break back below this support, you would target, right, some of these range lows down here. And that would be if Bitcoin has a bigger correction, right? So we got to keep watching ETH. ETH is, you know, like we said, it's just kind of chopping around like chop suey up here, and there's not too much to say, right? It's just we're kind of waiting on a resolution for Bitcoin for Ethereum here, guys. You know, see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's still just wicking. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's got in the 1 hour time frame. What have we got on Bitcoin? So Bitcoin wicked up. Find a little resistance here, right? We got to get back above the 30 and 50 on the 1 hour, guys. Who we got? Let's see. What comes first for Bitcoin? 30K or 25K? You can't make this up, guys. Yeah, this morning it was 70%. Oh my God, man. You gotta love crypto, man. Where you can have a 20% prediction poll swing because of a $400 dump from this morning. Yeah, only in crypto can you see this, right? Even though we're right in between. Only in crypto, man. Who we got? Cody F said life-changing games coming. I believe so, bro. I believe so. Maybe not, right away, but I continue to say this, guys. 2023 is the year of accumulation. The whole year is probably going to be FUD galore, right? FUD this, FUD that. I still think the bottom is in, right? It really has been the range, right? And I'll continue to say, like, anytime Bitcoin comes into this range, I'm scooping some up, right? Right now, it's kind of out of my range, right? But if Bitcoin starts coming back into this range again, this is the time where I scoop up some BTC and honestly some Ethereum, though, Bitcoin is daddy in the beginning part of the cycle, right? So, that's the way I'm thinking about things. That's the way I'm doing it. Now, do I think we're going back in there right away? I don't know, right? Because, like I said, we go back to 2019. This is when we did have a rally into June, right? We bottomed on the same week we did in 2019, and we came back up into June, for sort of that rally here into June in 2019, right? So that's why, how much higher does this run go? I don't, historically it comes to the 618, and I know that's a ridiculously high level and whatnot. Like what's going to cause it to go up there? I think at this point we all know that, Bitcoin's going to do what it wants to do. Okay, at this point, so we'll see, right? We'll see, but this is the year of accumulation, man. And to be honest, like the end of 2022 was the last 6 months of 2022. In hindsight, was the year of accumulation, right? In the last 6 months, from June till January of 2023, was the accumulation time. Still think you're going to have another chance, right? At some point. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be next week or later this year. I have no way to know. But this is accumulation range. And I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for what's to come because we've got the halving that's a year away. You know, year away on the halving. Statistically, good things happen on the halving every 4 years. So, man, we're almost getting there. It's slowly creeping up. It comes closer than you think, guys. It comes way faster than you think. I'll say that. Let's see. John C. said, reaching for straws. Man, the Bears are out in full force today, man. All of a sudden, it's the Bulls reaching out for straws. You know? All of a sudden, it's the Bulls reaching out for straws today. Even though it's been the Bears reaching out for straws for the past 3 months. To be fair. Let's see. What was the fib on the old rally? The fib on the old rally. The 2019 rally was we literally came up to right the 618. I have it right here, actually. So from this high to this low, right? We're right at the 618. You know, we went slightly above. Doesn't mean we have to do it this time, right? That's just sort of a target that I have. That we came up to the 618 in 2019. Doesn't necessarily mean we have to do it, right? We don't have to do it. We don't have to do that, my friends. Let's see who we got. Who we got in the chat? The world of Zoe said, I feel left. Why do you feel left? BTC having price over 30K? Yeah. In the two previous markets, if we lined them up, you should expect Bitcoin. And this is why, so to say, like at the end of this year, I probably think we get another drop down. But like in the last two bear markets, right, the price comes in, right, the halving, which is right around this region here. You would expect the Bitcoin price to be right around 30K or so, 30K, 32K, based off the last times, right? Because it comes in right here, and you bring this one out too, right? Look at this, peep this. For all my 4-year cycle guys out there, let's bring this bull market over too. And let's just bring this up like this, right? Let's just bring this up like this and see where this one intersects at the halving point. And you'll notice they intersected the same exact price, right? Right here. So the halving we know is in April of 2024. Look where both of these line up, right? Right here, right around 32K. So you would think that in April 2024, based off history, we would expect Bitcoin to be somewhere in this 32K region, which I think is definitely realistic, right? Because my take has been Bitcoin gets a rally in the beginning of this year, right? The Fed messes something up. The Fed breaks something. They pivot, which historically has been a drop. Bitcoin probably drops back down to this region here and then starts coming up out of the halving. And you probably expect it to be somewhere around 32K, you know? So you could say from that standpoint, okay, anything below 32K is a good buy, but most people will say no. But let's take these off. Let's take these off. Let's get rid of this one. There we go. Nope, not this one. This one. Whoa, why do I keep getting rid of the same one? There we go. There we go. Let's get rid of that one. Who we in here? Who we in here? Drew said he has a boner for me. Holy Lord. Drew's getting pumped up for me in the chat. Shout out to Drew. Shout out to Drew, man. He has a massive boner. Right now as his pants. He's pumped up in the chat. Altcoins, guys. I mean, I'll keep saying it, guys. I mean, today's another perfect example where Bitcoin really, okay, Bitcoin's down, what, 2.5%? That's a sniff in the wind. But, you know, altcoins, you know, they'll continue to bleed with Bitcoin as long as it keeps going sideways, right? I'm under that firm assumption. So I continue to say altcoin TA, right? I'm just keeping it real. Altcoin TA,
Bruh.
right? I'm just being real. I'd much rather look at altcoins, but like, you know, they're gonna follow Bitcoin in the immediate time frame, and they're gonna continue to do bad, in my opinion, until Bitcoin breaks this 28K level, right? Because right now, the altcoins need to see that Bitcoin can break through this. If they don't, they're gonna keep bleeding on BTC. because how is a general person going to say, hey, I want to buy some Matic, even though I know Bitcoin's right at resistance, right? They probably won't. They need to see Bitcoin break above this, right? To sort of say, I need to get in this altcoin right now, you know? Unfortunately, that's a part of it. But yeah, Bitcoin dominance minus stable coins continues up. I think at this point, you try to deviate below, but you got to bounce right at the highs. And I think you got to be looking for up here on dominance, man, right? Which is another 8% dominance there. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We can't change it. I wish everything pumped, right? But, you know, that's kind of where we're at. Franco got shut down just like Sol does. What did Franco say? Where's Franco? Where's Franco? Where's Franco? Franco said, Dan, shaking my head. You want to see me banned? Franco, I'm gonna come in and ban you. Where's my guy BB? Where's my guy BB? Who's talking shit about me in the chat? Are you trying to sue me too? I feel like I'm going insane. Everyone's trying to sue me. Now I'm getting sued for... I copied Balenciaga logo. I use BB. Balenciaga's coming after me too? Oh my God. Shit. I'm going to come after you. I'm coming after Balenciaga. I'm coming after all these lawyers. I'm coming after Gary Gensler. I'm coming after Elizabeth Warren. Heck, at this point, I'm coming after everyone. All right? And I'm going to show you who is the real daddy. I am. I'm the daddy of crypto. You cannot step on me. Do you know what kind of community I have? You cannot do it. Franco, I'm coming after you too. It's like, damn, we ain't even talking about crypto anymore, bro. It's just everyone's just suing Bitcoin out. For whatever reason. Oh, Lord. Lord, guys. Yeah, BB, if I have any advice to you, this is not financial advice, but man, stop fighting people, bro. Lay low for a little bit. You know, like, it's fun. Like, we want to be this guy who wants to fight everyone, but man, bro, you're going to run out of money with all these lawyers getting sued by everyone. You know, like shit, bro. Oh, Lord. Man, like, it's cool and all, but shit. Lay low for a little bit, bro. We get it. You're tough. Oh, Lord. All right. Anyways. Let's see. Why is he looking like that under ocean fish? That was like this when they bring out of the ocean. Oh, that one that's like... Oh, Lord. All right. Anyways, guys, I've done my rant for the higher term time frames here. I've done my rant for the shorter term time frames. There's not much right now, right? It is not much. It's a wait and see. I guess as far as setups goes, how I would look to play this, right, is I would continue to look for hedges. So Bitcoin's at resistance. If you do see another pump up, which I think it's going to cut, right? And I know that sounds crazy. Like, oh, but Jordan, we look bearish. I think that this weekend we're going to see another little rise up because we saw the NASDAQ and the S&P pump at the end of the day, right? So I probably think Bitcoin's got some more juice to come back up again, at least until next week, and we see what the stock market does again. But I'm looking for Bitcoin to come up and test the highs again. If it does, how I play this is if Bitcoin pumps up, cool. I would look for a short on Bitcoin. If it comes up, comes back below, right? Retest this, okay? And I'm looking for a short right back there. If we deviate these highs again, I'm looking for a short as a hedge, right? In case we don't play this, because you got to be looking for hedges, man, right? I think that's smart in these times, especially at a major resistance level. We look for a hedge to play this down, right? Doesn't mean we have to keep this open. Doesn't mean I think we're going significantly lower. But if I can catch a short up here and play it down here, right, and sort of offset, you know, any sort of, you know, loss as far as a long, cool. We'll play it that way. We'll short it like that. Same thing, like for the range lows, guys. The move has been every time we come to this Monday low and we get back above, you long it. I mean, that's been the move. So once again, like, okay, Bitcoin's getting a bump. Let's go to the hourly time frame. If Bitcoin once again, see how it deviated the low here? It might not even come back down here, to be honest, but if it does, right, since we deviated this, I would already took a long there. I didn't. I was watching a movie. But if I wasn't watching a movie, then I would have took a long there, and I'd be looking to play this back up to the range highs. Why? Because when you deviate a range low, you target back to the range high, right? Put your stops below here, bada bing, bada boom, we play it. So if it does it again, right? If Bitcoin goes da 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 da, and then goes da 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 da, this is where we long again. We play this up until it doesn't work, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just a nice little easy range to trade right now, right? It's very easy. It's very satisfying actually. It's very, very satisfying. Let's see. There was a guy who shorted 69K big and now lives off the funding rate every week for several months now. Nice sniper. That's dope, bro. That's dope. Hey, man, if you can catch a short from the highs, that's dope, man. Now, like, just because I think we're going higher doesn't mean I don't think you can short. You can still short the market, especially if you see, like, these big rippers to the highs, right? And then they insta dump. Like, it's almost like, you know, because everyone's looking for that breakout, you know? So if you can catch this to the upside and it comes back into the range, boom, you'll probably get a nice one there, right? All the way back down here again. And then we play it again. We do this until the range breaks. We just play the little deviations of the weekly highs and the weekly lows, right? That's it. We keep it nice and easy. We should definitely check the BBW. You want to check the BBW? I don't got the BBW. I got the Karen. Jordan, what are you talking about in your stream? I did not raise my son to be talking like that. You are a dirty. I did not raise my son like that. Don't be checking no BBWs. All right? I don't care if you talk about indicators. I don't care what you're talking about. All right? Now, you boys in the chat should be checking out me. Jordan probably doesn't tell you, but I'm single as a Pringle. So, you know, if any of you boys in the chat want a piece of this, you know, my OnlyFans is... All right, we're done.
Karen, are you kidding me? You're married to me. You're trying to flirt with Jordan's chat? What the hell is this? I thought we were married. My God, man. What am I supposed to do? I guess my negativity in the markets is rubbing off. Oh my God, I guess being a perma bear is affecting my relationship. Oh, shit. Christ, maybe I have to turn into a bull. There's volume.
Just kidding. Naughty mommy. She's very, very naughty, guys. She's single. If you want to hit up Karen, she is single. Just let me know. I can get you guys a one-on-one date with Karen. All right. Let's see. What else we got in here? Big beautiful Bob. Look at this poll, man. All right, we're at 55%, 30K. It's a little bit better from yesterday. A little bit better from yesterday, or from today, this morning, I guess. All right, so yeah, we've kind of talked about most things, guys, right? I mean, it's pretty clear right now what we need to do, what we don't need to do, right? I guess the one thing we haven't talked about, we've talked about the downside levels, right? The upside levels, I think that continues to be, right? If somehow, some way, Bitcoin catches a bid, right? Because we know every weekend there's this bank FUD, okay? Last weekend it was some bank. The weekend before that it was some bank. I think shit's gonna hit the fan this weekend, guys, because if you guys didn't see this, these bank things have been happening on the weekends. If you guys didn't see this, right? Let me bring this up right here. You know, the bird, look at her. She's so old. She's like kind of cute, but she's old, but like she's wrinkly and her personality kind of sucks, so she's not really cute. And I don't know, man. But you got Janet Yellen calls for top U.S. financial regulators for an unscheduled meeting today that is closed to the public. This happened this afternoon, okay? And I have a feeling this has something to do with the banks, okay? And how I would continue to say this, guys. They say things are fine behind the scenes. Of course they're going to tell you that, just like they told you inflation was transitory. Things are not fine behind the scenes, okay? There was this, I actually don't have the tweet for the other one, but the EU person that's in charge of the Fed, Lagarde, said that they will provide as much as liquidity as possible to hold up the banks over there in Europe. What does that mean? So I don't think things are fine. I think shit's about to hit the fan. So I will say this. I don't know. I think things are about to shit the fan. I just don't know if that's going to be bearish or bullish for Bitcoin. Now, typically, I would expect a dump if you had another one of these crazy things happening again. I would expect a dump, initial dump, just like you had over here. You guys remember this? Right here, when we had that first bank FUD, Bitcoin had an initial drop, right? Had that initial drop. Same thing as USDC went down. It was a bunch of FUD. But then Bitcoin, people started to realize, wait, this is what Bitcoin was made for. And then all of a sudden, Bitcoin shot to the upside like a rocket. So I would assume that you would probably see something like this again. Okay? Like if there was more of this bank shit that went down, because I think there is. And this all goes to part of my philosophy as I think banks are shit in the bed. I think inflation's lower than they're telling us, right? According to Trueflation, it's at 3.97%. Okay? I don't trust the Fed data as far as I can throw it. And I do think they're going to, my opinion, they're going to start turning on that money printer sooner than most people think, right? Especially if shit start hitting the fan. You've already seen shit start to hit the fan, okay? It's coming. It's coming. I would probably expect, if something did happen, I would probably expect an initial super fear, right? Oh my God, things are ending, right? And then you probably do, you probably get that bounce back up if you were to see like that super fearful time again, right? If I had to guess. Just my thought process, I don't know what's actually going to happen, but there's definitely something happening behind the scenes that they're not talking about. I don't trust these government officials as far as I can throw them. I don't do it, man. Let's see. No, inflation's double what they say. You think it's double what they say? I don't know. I actually don't think it's as high as they say. I don't. They didn't turn the money printer on in 2008. Why would they in 2023? Well, I guess what I should say is they would, if stuff really starts hitting the fan, okay, they would basically, my point with that is, if a big bank starts going down, if these banks keep going down, guys, that gets us closer to what we want, okay? Now, remember, when you see the Fed start to change their mind, you're going to see an initial dump in the markets. That's why I think it's coming in June. That's why I think Bitcoin's going to rally into June, okay? And then when they start to say, oh shit, we fucked up. We can't keep doing this, right? And then they change their mind, boom, that's when the market's going to have a dump, okay? Everyone's going to think that's bullish, but it's actually bearish when that happens. Because then the market's like, oh shit, something's going on behind the scenes, bro. Shit's hitting the fan. We got to get out of the markets now. Right? People think it's bullish when the Fed starts printing money initially. It's actually not. And when they cut rates, people think that's bullish. It's actually bearish. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. All right. So what am I drinking right now? I got the Miller Lite, bro. I got the Miller Lite. We're out here on a Friday night drinking the Miller Lite, listening to some. We got some reggae out here. Bitcoin getting coming back up again. Like I said, guys, I would not be surprised tomorrow if Bitcoin's right back at the highs again. Just play the range, bro. Don't be getting bullish and bearish every day. Wait for the range to break, and then you can get bullish or bearish. Okay? Be bullish here, be slightly bearish here. Right? Just play the range. If you see this break up, cool. We're going to the moon. We see this break down. All right, we're looking for our next support level. Until then, just do it como sa. This is strictly Bitcoin I'm talking about. Altcoins, they're going to continue to have red days as long as Bitcoin's in this range. Hey, oh, you guys can't hear it, man. Shit. Hey, you guys can't hear it. The Batman signal pattern. Hey, looking a lot like a diamond, said Rodney. I will say yes, but I remember when people were looking at diamond last time. Where was the other diamond? Where was the diamond people were looking at last time? There was another diamond. Where was it? Was it this? Yeah, I think I remember down here. People were looking at a diamond down here. And this one actually ended up breaking to the upside, right? I don't like patterns, man, because they can break up or down. You know? Okay, we're in a diamond, right? But they can break up or down. You know? So yeah, if we want to say we're in a diamond, I was actually looking at this earlier. I like to stick to just basic price action, right? I'm done with indicators and patterns. Price action, deviations. That's what I trade. But here, right? You could say we're forming a diamond. It's just like, okay, we got a diamond pattern. Which way does it break though? You know? We have it, but does it break up or down? You know what I mean? So yeah, if we say this, we would expect Bitcoin to come back up here again. The question is, does it break here? Or does it get rejected here and come down? We don't really know, right? That's the thing with these. They're helpful for support resistance, I will say that. But, I don't know, man. Let's see. Diamonds never seem to play out? Ah, yeah. I think most patterns, you gotta understand about patterns, guys, is patterns is the first thing you learn when you learn TA, right? Anyone that, this is just my take, it's like, whenever someone learns to do TA, they learn patterns, okay? There's a reason why it's the first thing you learn, you know what I mean? It's continuation pattern, actually, usually it's actually a reversal pattern, usually. You just don't know, it could be either one, you know what I mean? Music's so loud. Here, I'll turn it down. There we go. Franco said you can turn it off now. Sometimes you guys like the music, sometimes you don't. You know, I can never win. Let's see. Diamonds don't lie. The diamonds don't lie. Let's see. Rock said 4K. Yeah, Rock said 4K. Rock said 4K, my friend. Yeah, so, you know, I guess what I've been learning lately, I've been learning a lot of shit lately. What I've been learning lately, guys, is I think it's better to predict the market on the higher term time frames, right? So if you're feeling bullish on the weekly and monthly, you should be feeling bullish. I don't think you should be changing your bias off short-term time frames. As far as trading, trying to predict where the short-term time frames are going to go, I'm not a big fan of predicting short-term time frames. I like to react to the short-term time frames, right? So that's why I say, okay, when I enter a trade from right here, honestly, I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go from right here, right? I have no idea, but that's the key. I can play it both ways. Bitcoin dumps, reclaims, I can long. If Bitcoin pumps, reclaims, I can short, right? You can play it both ways. So you don't really need to know where Bitcoin's going to go if you're trading the market. That's why, like, if for my investing, for my HODL portfolio, why do I care what Bitcoin's going to do on the 1 hour? I'm not selling or buying anything based off the 1 hour time frame, right? And for trading, trying to predict where the market's going to go, it's fun, right? It's cool. But, you know, if you're trading, you shouldn't really care where it's going to go. You should just be reacting based off where the price goes, you know? That's my take. That's my take, at least. If the weekly candle closes here, Savvy is bullish. Facts. He is. He is going to be bullish. But you know, Savvy. He'll make up some other thing where he's like, where is it? Here he is. What's going on, guys? It's Savvy. Yes, I know. I said, okay. I know I said that I would be bullish if Bitcoin broke above the 55 EMA on 2 weekly closes. I know I said that, and I have to apologize to all my fans out there, okay? I made you miss the bottom, okay? I made you miss the bottom. So I have to tell you guys now, I'm holding up my end of the bargain. I am now bullish. I made you guys all miss the bottom by being bearish at the bottom and calling for 3K, so you guys probably didn't buy any crypto, and I have to apologize. I made you all miss the bottom, guys, and it's 2 bull markets in a row where I made all my subscribers and followers miss the bottom. So I think for now, I'm going to retire my channel, and I'm just going to go live in the woods and just kind of think about what I've done wrong. So I'm bullish now, guys. I'm buying some Bitcoin, but I'll say this. I remain bearish. Joke's on you. I remain bearish. These moon boys. All right. I'm done, man. All right. I'm done. No more trolling. Just kidding. It'll be some other thing that's bearish now. Even though what he was saying for months is if we do this, I'll be bullish. But now it's, we'll find some other reason to be bearish. Oh man. Let's see. Let's see. Where's the baseball cap? The baseball cap's over there. The only cap I got over here is the Santa Claus hat. And I'll keep reminding you guys, this Santa Claus hat is bullish. Ever since this Santa Claus hat has been on my desk, Bitcoin's been up only. Okay? Been up only. This is the bullish Santa Claus hat. So if you're going to fade the Santa Claus hat on the desk, good luck to you. Okay? Good luck to you if you're going to fade the Santa Claus hat on the desk. Okay? Now, I don't wear it anymore. Maybe I'll do it for today. We'll put the Santa Claus hat back on. All right? For today, for some old times. But you remember, when we were wearing the Santa Claus hat down here, and we said, man, we're not going to get rid of the Santa Claus hat until we make a low. And, since that point, it's been an absolute fun ride, my friends. And we will continue to have this Santa Claus hat right here until we make a lower low, which we have not done. So we'll continue to do it, for all my Santa Claus guys out there. Chewy said, how are there any bulls left? Chewy, weren't you bullish yesterday? You were bullish yesterday at Discord. Oh, man. Let's see. Jordino, you did DXY yet? Yeah, we did the DXY. The DXY is I still think the DXY is going down on the higher time frames, okay? Short term, okay, maybe it gets a little bit of a pump, okay? Maybe it gets a little bit of a pump. I don't really know where, okay? I will say this level right here at 103.45 is a key level to watch out for. We wicked up today.
Jordan, you have a nice mouth. Can you please check cash?
Franco said, Jordan, you have a nice mouth. But no, I mean, this 103.54, okay, it is a key level to watch out here for. So I wouldn't get too bullish on the DXY unless you see this cracked, to be honest, because you did have a nice, this one's looking super bullish, and then you kind of ended the week, like, dumping this down. And if you actually go to the weekly again, let's go to the weekly here. The weekly looks pretty good, I will say. The weekly looks pretty good. If we're keeping it 100. The weekly looks pretty good. You actually got a red dot on Market Cipher on the weekly. You did, right? You closed with that there, right? The last time you got a red dot on the weekly time frame for DXY, just pointing it out, was literally the top, right? It was literally back up here from October 2022. We got the red dot, and we dumped back down. You actually just printed that red dot again on the DXY, but you did end the week pretty good, I will say, right? No, I guess it should end the week pretty good. You closed the week decently, right? You had a big wick to the upside. You have to look at this as, at least a little bit continuation to next week. The question is, will this be a bigger W formation on the DXY to shoot us back up here? Or will this just be one of these where, like, okay, DXY comes up again, like this, comes into this range, comes back up to the 50 EMA on the weekly and the 30 EMA, and then forms like a bigger M formation just to continue lower, right? That's the big question. And if I had to put my money on it, I would say the DXY is not going to go back up here, right? I don't think it is, from the simple standpoint as, you're below the 50 EMA on the weekly, okay? You got a red dot on the weekly, and I got to go with the bigger trend, okay? Which is, it is what it is. It's been dumping on the weekly time frame, right? Like I said, it probably gets a short-term bid back up here, right? Just because you ended the week with a nice little wick on the bottom. It probably comes back up here. The question is, will you break this little bad boy? Will you break this little bad boy right here, right? That's the big question. But next week, you might get a little green on the DXY, for sure. How we get super bullish on the DXY? It finally breaks the 618, which it has yet to do since December, right? Rejected. We tried to do it multiple times, but we have not been able to break above this bad boy right here. Okay? And if we continue to not do it, I will say this. It will continue to be, right? It will continue to be Christmas for the bulls.
Wow, it's Christmas already? I thought it was March. Mom, what'd you get me? A Bybit gift card? How much? $100? I'm going 100x long on Shiba right now. This is great. Java, would you... Oh, I forgot Java's dead. What's Christmas without Java?
All right. All right. Enough Christmas music. What's the name of the indicator below? This is Market Cipher B below, man. Market Cipher B. All right. Is this 2024? Time travel is real. Yeah, it's already Christmas time. Hey, we had to bring back some good luck, guys. We got the Santa Claus hat on here. This, I'm telling you guys right now, the Santa Claus hat will not leave until Bitcoin makes a new low. Something tells me this hat will be going nowhere for a long time, if ever. Something tells me. Let's see who we got. Wheel Talk said we're out of control. We are always out of control, man. It's Friday night. We got to be out of control, especially if there's nothing going on in the markets. You know, it was a pretty boring day overall. Man, look at Bitcoin right now. Isn't doing jack squat. What else can we look at, guys? What else can we look at? It's all right. Franco wanted an altcoin. Let's see, CAS. Let's do CAS real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on altcoins, guys. You know my take. I can draw this trend line and that trend line in an altcoin. It's Bitcoin season, bro. You know, so if I'll tell you right now, Bitcoin breaks 28, it finally gets into the 30Ks, your altcoin will do well. Bitcoin stays below 30, your altcoin will probably continue to still make lower highs and higher lows. All right, sorry. Higher highs. No! Lower highs and lower lows. As long as Bitcoin's below that level. Caspa. What do we got on this? Why am I on the 15-minute chart? What am I? A degen? Damn, I got to be a degen. I think last time we looked at this, yeah, see? This hit the top of this trend line here, which is quite beautiful. Right, look at that. You kind of double top it on this little top trend line. And this one is, let's do this. Let's do this. Actually, no, it's not really a wedge. It's not really a wedge. I wish it was a wedge. It would have been way cooler. But, 1, 2, 3 hits. You probably have bearish divergence. So let me just bring up, say, the RSI here. Let me see. Yeah, see the daily? You got higher highs. You got lower highs. Get a little bit of bearish div on the daily, my friend. This one's looking a little bearish. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to dump back to the oblivion, but I would think that this one, especially with the little M formation at the highs, I would think this one probably makes its way back to at least this 14 cent level, right? To at least retest this high here. Because you got bearish div, higher highs, lower highs, right at a diagonal resistance, right? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But this one has been performing a lot better than other alts. So this one, you get if you were accumulating down here, you got plenty of breathing room. You're sitting up here, not even really caring what happens, because at this point you're just kind of locked and loaded, and you're just like, okay, this one's up 5x from the lows. Let's freaking go. I'm just chilling, right? But yeah, costs. I would think a pullback could probably here, man. It would make a ton of sense. If it doesn't pull back, well, it doesn't really have any price action, so you're kind of in price discovery. So this one's probably just going to continue to the moon. I'll give you another target, though. If and when, we do go back up. Let's see, 618. 1618 comes in at right around 1.9 cents. But I think it pulled back first. Pull back first, my man. Let's see. Chewy said, how do I buy a piece of you? Chewy, you cannot buy a piece of me. If you want, I can give you a fart jar. I told you. $1 plus shipping for a fart jar. It's all yours. I'm telling you, if you want a piece of me, fart jar, it's all yours. It'll only cost you $1 plus shipping. Let me know. Let me know. I'm open to all orders. All right? I'm open to all damn orders on the fart jar, guys. All right, who we got? Who we got in here? Let's see. Costa's going to hell. What's Costa been doing? Let's see. I know Costa got one little pump, but I think that was Carl the Moon pumping it up. Let's see Carl. Costa. Wow, this one, even though all the other altcoins are up a lot from the lows, look at Costa, man. Man, Carl's keeping this up by himself. Shit. What's Bob? Bob? He's probably going to be out here. What's Bob think about this one? Let's see. Where's Bobby? Where's Bobby boy? Where's Bobby boy? Where's Bobby boy? Here he is.
And I'm here to bring you this cryptocurrency video. Bitcoin has fallen out from this falling wedge, and I have made a 100x on my long position over here on Bybit. You guys should go use my Bybit link. Links down in the description. Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link.
We know you like Bybit. I got some on that 1.17. You bought at $1 and one. No way. It's probably never going after that price, bro. You would have to do like a 80x from here. Costa, this thing is just, I mean, it just had no relief. You know, even despite Bitcoin doing a 2x from the lows, man, I mean, Costa hasn't even budged. You know what I mean? You know, so I would rather buy probably every other alt. I'd probably rather buy Poop Inu than this. Not even kidding. I probably would. Than touch this thing with a 5-foot pole. That's just me, but hey, here's what it is. The only thing you really got going for, okay, maybe you got a little low here. But the weakness in this thing, man, right? So Bitcoin pumped in January. This thing did this, and then since then it's just been down, man. Right? I don't know. Let's see. The OG Bob. The OG Bob's in the house. Peter said, Java's not dead. I'm holding them hostage. All right, let's see what Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to get a run back to the highs, guys. I really do. I know everyone's kind of feeling bearish right now. I really do think Bitcoin's going to take a run back to the highs. You ran the Monday low, ran the 50 EMA, and bounced it off it again. We know what happened last time we bounced off the 50 EMA. Right here, when everyone was bearish, everyone and their mother, Bitcoin bounced right back up to the highs. I would not be surprised if it does it again. And I will say again, if Bitcoin does do it, right, based off my TA, okay, which is a simple system of deviating important ranges. When you deviate, say, a weekly low or important support level, you target the range highs. That's all I do, right? Same thing on the highs. If we deviate the highs, we target the range low. We deviated the Monday low. I'm looking for back to the highs. I will say this again. If you are nervous about the impending doom, okay, great time to take some profits if and when Bitcoin does get a rise back up here, okay? It's a great time. Remember, you can't go broke taking profits, but you can go broke round trip in the whole move. Do not fall. I'll say for this, everyone in the chat right here, guys. I want to make this clear because I want everyone to make it on this bull market, okay? Not necessarily right now, but, you know, in general, when prices go up in crypto, okay? Do not fall for the memes of diamond hands, okay? I need a rant alert for this one. Do not fall for the diamond hand memes.
Rant alert.
Okay? You can ask anyone that was in the bull market last time. They probably all learned this lesson. Do not fall for the diamond hand memes, okay? Do not think that prices will go up forever. As soon as you think prices will go up forever, that's probably when you should be selling, okay? Number 3, do not fall for the 300K price targets. If it gets there, great. But make sure you sell, do what you're going to do, but make sure you take a profit way before that. Do not be waiting for a number. Okay, I think that's the biggest mistake most make in crypto is you think it's going to 300K, so you're just waiting to sell your whole portfolio at 300K. Okay, and then it goes to 80K, bear market, and you're like, shit. You know, do not wait for a number. I think that's the biggest thing. Mark off and have one chart where you just have all your points where you want to take profits on the way up for every coin that you own. And when you get to that level, when the prices go back up, you're not going to want to sell there, right? Your body's going to tell you, no, it's going to go higher. I'm not taking any profits here. It's going to go higher. If I take profits here, what if it does another 2x? I'm losing money. You know, that's what your body's going to tell you. But, you know, so say if I had it like this, I take profits here at 28. If I took some profits here, okay? I say we have this 33K level. I say Bitcoin gets a pump, I'm going to take profits at 33. It comes up to the 0.5, I'll take some profits. 0.618, I'll take some profits. But you got to stick to it, because when the prices are moving up, it's very easy to say, I ain't going to sell. I'm shooting for higher. And that's when you get screwed. That's when you get screwed, is when you don't stick to your plan, right? That's when you don't stick to the biggest thing is having a plan for this shit. A plan. You got to have a plan. If you're going into it with no plan, you're just holding crypto and you're going to say, man, I'm going to hold this till we go to $1 million. You're going to have a very depressing time in the next bear market. You know what I mean? Buy high, sell low. Yes, Sergio, we know what it is. We buy high, sell low. We buy high, sell low. Fahid said, I must be in the long stream. What, you want some hopium? Here we go. Well, let's get some hopium out here. Guys, I'm not taking any profit to 200K. Oh, man. Let's see. Number one, Jet, say if you're nervous about impending doom, you should probably buy. I think yes, but most people don't think that way. Okay? When you're the most scared, that's when you should be buying. All right? I'll always say that, right? Because it's just funny when you go back, guys, you know, sometimes like we do TA, right? We do TA, but what's the reason we're in crypto? We're in crypto to buy during bear markets and sell during bull markets, right? Most of us. Some of us trade, but most people are hodlers, right? You buy in bear market, sell in bull market. Or you just buy and you hold. It really, sometimes you don't even need a chart. You can kind of just tell where you're at, right? And when you're in that moment, it just feels like, it's not true. But if we just go back to past times, guys, right? On the chart, right? We just do some simple sentiment analysis, and we say, well, when was the market the most bullish? When was the market the most bullish? I'll tell you right now, from someone that was here the whole run in 2020, it really wasn't that bullish until Bitcoin started to get back up here in like the 30, 40K region. There was still a lot of disbelief all the way back up here. But as soon as we started getting this distribution range, which everyone remembers up here, this distribution range, right? We thought, oh, we're going to pull back, we're going to 100K. Well, obviously it didn't happen in hindsight. But remember Dogecoin, all that stuff. It didn't seem like crypto was going to stop. It just seems like it was just getting started. Everyone's getting introduced into Dogecoin. Everyone's going to start buying Bitcoin because they're getting into crypto now. And that was the high, right? Same thing on the bottom side. When was the market the most bearish, right? When was it doom and gloom? Oh my God, everything's over, right? Where it just seemed like it's impossible for the market to go back up. Right here, man. After BlockFi, Celsius, FTX, you can name every single company. Gemini, there is dozens of them that all went under. Crypto ain't never going to go up again. It's over, right? We're just going to go straight down and there's no bounces. That's when, in my opinion, the bottom came in, is when no one believed it was, right? So sometimes it's not even about the chart. It's just how you feel. How do you feel in the moment? Okay, what is everyone saying? You know, and that's, you know, you could not even have TradingView and not even have a chart and just buy based off of what the sentiment is, and you probably do pretty good. You just counter trade everyone, you know. That would work, because in the last 10 months, guys, it's been doom and gloom. You know, everything's bad in the world, but yet Bitcoin's only gone up since then. But it doesn't even make sense. Just like over here, you would have thought Bitcoin was going to be at 200K, but Bitcoin really wasn't moving up. Why? Because that was the highs, right? You were getting sold on. Here, you were getting bought on. The people fearful. You know what I mean? It's fantastic. So when we come back up here, whenever we do, remember the sentiment. If we come back up to these 40K regions, if you see Rover and George calling for 200K, 300K in their thumbnails, get out of that shit, right? You know, and you kind of do that. I know people will say right now, oh, but there's this one guy calling for $1 million. That's one guy calling for $1 million trying to get clout. You know, like that's not, no one really thought Bitcoin was going to go $1 million in 90 days. That's ridiculous. Anyone with a brain cell, right? Anyone that's not stupid doesn't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million in 90 days. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Who we got? Another bank is crashing. They will drop rates on Monday. They will rescue another bank on Sunday. Oh, something's going down this weekend, man. I have a feeling this weekend is not going to be a boring weekend, right? Because like I said, guys, oh, this is Savvy's tweet that I'm waiting to the weekly close on Sunday to show. I'm waiting for the weekly close on Sunday to bring out the ceremony. But you know, Janet Yellen. They called for the top U.S. financial regulators for an unscheduled meeting today that is closed to the public. That's the key. Closed to the public. What are they hiding behind the scenes? That they want top U.S. financial regulators to be there on an unscheduled meeting. If there wasn't anything going on, why would they have an unscheduled meeting closed to the public? Right? Something tells me something's going to go down this weekend. There's something bigger going on behind the scenes, and they ain't telling you. They ain't telling you. They ain't telling you. They ain't. Why? My opinion, I think the markets are rigged and they don't tell you this stuff because they want everyone to be in fear. So everyone's like, oh my God, they're having an undisclosed meeting. Something's going on. And then all this shit's rigged, right? The news always comes in at the worst times, right? If it's bad news, it comes at the best times and it's good news. It's all rigged at the end of the day. I think all this shit is rigged. Like this meeting right here was probably already planned. You know what I mean? But they won't tell you that. So we'll see. I think there's more to this banking shit that still hasn't gone down. And so far, Bitcoin's responded pretty well to this banking stuff, right? So I think there's more going on behind the scenes than we know, bro. The cute Janet Yellen. Hey, look, if she wasn't so like mean and nasty, right? She kind of looks like Tweety Bird. She's kind of cute. I don't know. She's kind of cute for an old lady. You know what I mean? Old ladies are cute, but like she's like Gary Gensler. You know, she's very mean. You know, look at this one. Politicians talking about the economy. It's two clowns. Yeah. I always love those. I love the clown memes. Those are the best, right? It's a 80-year-olds thinking they know what they're talking about. Let's see. Mike Mika said no bullish. Oh, it might not be bullish. I don't know if it is. But I think something's going to hit the fan. I don't know if it's going to be bullish or not. Right? But what it'll either give me is it'll give me a big fear spike, which I'll buy again, just like I've done on all these dips here. Everyone, it's over every single time. It'll either give me a good fear dip, right, to be able to get one more scoop in here before we do come back up, or it'll be bullish if Bitcoin just continues up. It's a win-win for me. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm ready to freaking go, right? I'm ready to go. I got my hodl bags. I ain't selling most of my hodl bags until we get to higher prices here, right? It is what it is. That's why I keep saying like this accumulation range. If you want to give me another accumulation range, let's go. I'm just not sold we go back down there, man. I know most people want to go back down there because one or two reasons. You've been fading this whole rally. So you've been sitting on the sidelines the whole rally. So you really want to go back down there because you missed out. Or number two is a lot of people probably sold at this resistance point. Why? Because they want to sell to buy it lower. Something tells me that I don't know, man. And I can kind of tell from the chat today that most people want it to go lower here. I can tell from the chat. They want it to go lower from here. You know, and if it comes, cool. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me, Daddy. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, historically, when Bitcoin gets back above the 50-week moving averages, it tends not to go back below until it retraces to the golden pocket. I don't make the rules. I just going based off what Bitcoin's done in the past. It's never failed me in the past. And when I've tried to do something different, and I've tried to say this time's going to be different, it's bit me in the ass, right? So I'm not going to go based off against what Bitcoin's done in the past. It's bitten me in the ass before, right? Trying to say, man, I think Bitcoin's going to go higher than it should, or I'm scared, man. I think Bitcoin's going to go way lower, or oh man, I think Bitcoin's going to do something different this time. Yeah, it doesn't, and we all try to sound smart to make it seem like it's going to do something different. I just don't think it is, So we'll see. Mike Jones said it will take some bad news. True. Let's see. Is it just that there is a ton of liquidity down there? Yeah, there is. There's also this. I know there's still that CME gap down there, right? There's a CME gap. There's a lot of people who got really lucky on this massive weekly pump, right? So yeah, there is a lot of liquidity down here. The question is okay, liquidity is liquidity, right? There was also a lot of liquidity, right? During this time, when Bitcoin was just kind of continuing up like this, there was also a lot of liquidity down here, but Bitcoin didn't give a shit, right? So liquidity is liquidity during a sideways market. But what happens when Bitcoin breaks out of a sideways market? It stops really caring about liquidity, right? Because listen, you don't think there was a lot of liquidity on this big pump up right here? Yet it never came down to fill any of these vector candles. You know what I mean? It just continued straight up. Same thing in the bear market, right? You just kind of continue straight down, right? It never really came back for them until way later. You know what I mean? Which I think we'll come back for it later. I guess my take is, I think we're going higher from here. I think we're going to come back to these levels later, right? I think we're going to do something. My take is this, right? Then we chop around here, come back up, right? We come back down here later in the year, right? And then we take this, which Bitcoin tends to do, right? Take this low, and then we come back up, right? That's my plan. And we're going to sort of stick to it because it hasn't failed yet. So we're sort of sticking to it there. And I think, everyone's used to the whole liquidity game because, quite honest, I mean, Bitcoin's been in a sideways market for a year, right? But when Bitcoin breaks out of a sideways market, it tends to not care, right? When it has big moves to the downside, it doesn't have big retraces, right? When it has big moves to the upside, it doesn't have big retraces, When Bitcoin has big moves to the upside, it doesn't have big retraces. When it has big moves to the downside, it doesn't retrace. When Bitcoin wants to move in one direction, sometimes it doesn't give a shit about liquidity. That's my take. Let's see. DCA and buy extra on dips. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, right now, I'm done buying for the moment. If Bitcoin does want to give me another opportunity below, what is it? If it wants to give me another opportunity below like 21.5, I'll be a buyer again. Right now, I'm kind of done buying, right? This was my big range, right? You guys remember back in the bear market, I think it was, when was it? When Bitcoin tapped the 200 EMA, I told you guys I did my biggest crypto buy ever. It was right here. This was back in June of 2022, right? It was around 22K. That was my biggest Bitcoin buy that I ever did, right here. Because that was my plan. Bitcoin always bounces up the 200-week moving average. Obviously, this time it dumped below, which at one time seemed like a bad buy. But now, right, because we have patience, it's up, right? So right now, I'm kind of chilling. If we want to come back down here again, cool. Let's do it. But, in the meantime, this is when I have patience, and this is when I kind of let the bears and bulls chat at each other, even though really nothing's happening, right? So that's the fun part. Franco said, bro, I can't believe Alpi's 65K call might actually be so stupid. It's still pretty stupid. I don't think I don't think Bitcoin's going to 69K this year, right? Historically, that's not until the end of next year, historically, right? End of 2024, which This time, I don't know, man. I can't say this time will be different, right? Because it never is. We always think it's going to be. So if I had to guess when Bitcoin breaks all-time highs again, it'll be towards the end of next year, right? If you want a realistic take, not a moon boy take, I would say the end of next year. Unless something crazy happens, but I can't say that. I can't say that. I got to stick to the cycles, man. I got to stick to the cycles. End of next year, Bitcoin will break all-time highs. Stick to the cycles, Jonan. Because I can't say, but if this happens, because you can say the same thing to the downside. What if the world ends? What if this? What if that? Anderson said 65K. He made it clear it wasn't 69. Oh, it was 65. I got you. Why did 65 though? I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. It's the top of the range, man. It's the top of the range. So, I guess it's the top of the range. Yeah, I mean, at this point, if Bitcoin was going to hit 69K by March, you would have to do this, right? You're pretty much going straight up. At the time, it was ridiculous. I think he was saying it like right down here. At the time, it was ridiculous. Now it's just impossible, right? Unless like, that Balaji guy's right, and Bitcoin's going to 1 million in 90 days, which I think that's ridiculous too. But, then you can maybe see like that huge spike up out of nowhere. I don't know. I think that's ridiculous though. Yeah, all right, Bitcoin's just kind of chilling, guys. Just kind of chilling. Like I said, tomorrow, this weekend, I probably expect this. I probably expect another range high, right? A range low, right? And just this, right? We'll probably end the weekend somewhere in here, unless we get some huge banking news again, which then Bitcoin probably initially dumps to the downside. Right? Finds wherever the buyers want to step in, because the buyers will step in somewhere. They've done it the whole run up. They step in out of nowhere, right? They don't even reach targets. Bitcoin just gets bought up, right? And then, we sort of just see what the stock market does next week, which, for all like the bearishness, the NASDAQ actually had a good week. It's funny, right? It's funny because I don't know where the bearishness is really coming from, right? The S&P had a decent week, right? Let's go to the weekly time frame. S&P had a green week for all the FOMC shit, right? NASDAQ, look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ had a good week, right? It was green. NASDAQ's up only, So like, as much as we want to say the markets are bearish, that's not what they're really telling us. They're green, So that's why I'm not really expecting a big dip for Bitcoin, especially this weekend, because the market's closed green, So it's probably gonna be a nothing burger weekend though, and then we'll come back on Sunday and we'll kind of talk about everything. Let's see. Dizziness said, "Damn, just woke up and saw the new short-term price action. You got any more of them Christmas hats?" I don't get any more of the Christmas hats. This one's special though. This is the Christmas hat. This is the Christmas hat right here, man. What we got? The worse macro looks the more we anticipate stimulus. True. You guys think something's going down this weekend? Let me know in the chat. Do you think something's going down with the banks this weekend? Or you think it's going to be a quiet weekend? I think something's going down. I think there's a reason why they had a meeting this Friday. And we're going to find out what it was pretty damn soon, in my opinion. I think something's going down. You can call me a clown. You can call me a clown for thinking that, right? But I think something's going down. No pun intended. Hopefully it's not Bitcoin. All right. Let's see. LB said, what's your thoughts on Arbitrum? I like Arbitrum as a project. I longed it yesterday. We had a pretty good long. I did close it though because, I was thinking, right? I had a nice long. I think I longed it from like 116. I closed it though. I think I closed at like 132. The reason why I closed it is because this weekend, if Bitcoin's going to chop, I probably expect alts to kind of like bleed out a little bit. So I think I might get a better entry on ARB. So I closed that one. I'll look for a better entry on ARB. But dude, it's a good project. You know what I mean? It's a good project. It's up there with like optimism and stuff like that as far as what it does. So I like that one, man. I like that one. I like to let those ones kind of play out before I buy some spot, right? And for me, altcoins here, you know, I'm kind of waiting on one or two things for altcoins. I want to see Bitcoin break this low, right? And then I might scoop up some alts on a sort of, you know, on something like this, right? We break this, we back test, Bitcoin finds support here. I might look at some altcoins, right, to kind of play back to the upside here. Or if Bitcoin gets a real big sweep to the lows, right, I'll pick up some altcoins. I'm not really in buy-in mode at the moment. But I do want to get some Arbitrum before the next bull market, though. For sure. But I'm going to be patient on it. I'm going to have some patience on that one. If I miss out on it, I miss out on that. You know, that's the thing about me. If I miss on an altcoin, if it starts going crazy, there's always another one that's going to come out, right? There'll be some new shiny one that comes out in 3 months, you know, and we'll ride that one. You know, there's always a new one, bro. There's always a new one. Let's see. Arbis top 5. Yeah. I predict 30K before Monday open. 30K. I mean, 30K before Monday open. That would be pretty dope. That would be pretty dope, bro. I'm ready for it. Let's get it on. Let's get it on like Donkey Kong. Taking care of business. I'm looking at Matic at 103. Matic at 103. What's it at right now? Where's Matic at? Let's see. Let's go down to Matic. 110. Yeah. It's about another... I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if you saw this weekend, honestly. You might get that entry this weekend. If Bitcoin just chops around here this weekend, I wouldn't be surprised to see Matic get down to 103. Because that's been the move. Bitcoin goes up. Altcoins pump a little bit. And then when Bitcoin finds resistance and starts coming back down, altcoins get trashed, right? And then Bitcoin comes up, altcoins come up a little bit, then altcoins get trashed, you know? That's been the motive. Now, if Bitcoin does do this weekend, I don't think it is, right? But if Bitcoin does this weekend and finally finds some momentum above that level, then you'll see alts move then, right? Because then you have a little bit more confidence. Okay, Bitcoin's above 30K. People will have more confidence getting into altcoins. I just think people don't really have, the big money doesn't really have confidence getting into altcoins right now. You know what I mean? But hopefully that changes soon. I think that'll change once we get back up here. You know, I just don't think it's now. It's now. There's way more confidence if you close back up here. Way more confidence. Here, major resistance point. All right, big kind of fair value gap here. You know, so people will look at this and say, I don't know if I'm going to buy an alt up here. Let's see. What is this symbol? That's XRP, and that's XRP, bro. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out for the weekend. I'll be back on Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. I don't expect too much from Bitcoin this weekend. I do think we'll get a run up to the highs. So we'll kind of play it by ear there. I do think we kind of run up the highs again. Once again, good time to TP, right? You can look for a short if Bitcoin runs the highs and comes back below this Monday high. Then you can play a short there to play it back down. Right? If Bitcoin taps this Monday low again, you could probably play along from there and just play the ranges this weekend until we finally get a break one way or the other. You know? So I'm out of here. Peace out. Catch you guys Sunday. Let's get a little Christmas song going here today, guys. I know it's not Christmas, but it's gonna make you a little jolly. Let's get a little jolly in here. Saturday stream at 30K. Mike, if we hit 30K tomorrow, I will do a stream. Facts. Not even a question. Not even a question. If we hit 30000, right? That's 4 zeros. Yeah. I will do a Saturday stream. You got my word on that. But only if we hit 30K. All right. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Don't stare at the charts all day. And just remember, we have the Christmas hat on, guys. This is the good luck hat. We ain't going lower with this hat. Peace. Later, bro. Later, bro. Mason, later, bro. When Shrimp Stream Part 2? Shrimp Stream Part 2. We'll say, if we break... The stream kind of sucks, man. I'll do a better one than that. I'll do something way crazier. I'll eat, you know what? No, I'm not gonna, I was gonna say, I'll eat one of those one of the hottest things in the world if we break 30K. But I don't want to do that. Why would I torture myself that way? All right, later guys, peace.